The Ben Stelter School Fundraiser is an annual citywide fundraiser looking to raise funds for the first proton therapy treatment center. Starting in 2023, they had one student in one school. It was an interesting idea. And now BSSF has raised about $74,000 last year with 10 schools. This year, they have 46 a while ago. I believe that number has gone up. And we're going to get an update right now from Rheet Khinda and Aariz Mawji from the Ben Stelter School Fundraiser. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
So how many schools? It was 10 not long ago, and then 40 some after that. Where are we now?
Yeah, so we already have 65 schools signed up, and with that amount, we are projecting, or our goal is to raise $250,000.
Wow. And the I think the outer marker goal was 97. I don't be honest, I don't even know how many schools are eligible, but 97 seems like a very big number, but so does 65. That's incredible.
Yeah, there's a lot of schools involved, and it does make me really proud of our team and our initiative because the more schools that are involved, the more money we can raise in order to bring proton therapy to Canada.
And it's I think there's 3 days left. The deadline for registration for schools is November 17th. And the idea, I think, I've been part of school fundraisers as a student. Now, that was many years ago, but also when my kids were in school. And these things have a tendency to really have great success when the students, the kids themselves, are really heavily involved. And I feel like the Ben Stelter School Fundraiser and the fact that it's such a worthy cause probably is inspiring to young people.
Yeah, I think it's very inspiring because Ben is well known in the Edmonton community and he left a really lasting legacy on our community. And the fact that there's such a big incentive involved as well, the fact that you get to meet Connor McDavid and there's so many student prizes really incentivizes the kids to work as hard as they can in order to bring proton therapy to
Maybe we
Canada.
should talk about that. I know based on the notes that I have, there's a meeting, there's a jersey for some based on certain levels. So there's a lot in there that we used to call it a carrot in the old days. I don't know what they call it now, but aside from just doing a really good thing, these young students have an opportunity to take advantage of some pretty special opportunities.
Yeah, there's a lot of prizes involved for students. One of those is if we do reach our 97 school milestone, we have the chance for one random participating school to win an Edmonton Oilers team signed jersey and one random online donor to win a team signed stick and raise the most amount of money. The two student leaders get a special invite to the McDavid Assembly. Students that are picked in order to have the most creative marketing campaign, they get a Sport Check gift card. There's a lot of student prizes involved, and I think that really incentivizes the students.
It sounds like a fun thing to do, and uh, the idea that this is going to catch fire, I think, is already there with 65 uh, 65 schools involved. But the next step, I guess, is to talk a little bit about what exactly the fundraiser is for. Proton therapy, obviously, cutting edge technology and very helpful. Can one of you run me through exactly what proton therapy is and why it's such a big deal?
Yeah, I can do this one. Sorry, I had trouble connecting. So proton therapy is a life-saving cancer treatment. Currently, we're the only country as Canada in the entire G8 without this treatment. So a lot of families that need this treatment, which is usually the best one for treating, early stage cancer, they can't do it because it's too far, it's too expensive. So building it here, that's a lifesaver for them. And this treatment specifically targets just the cancer cells. So instead of, the potential to damage any other healthy tissue, it targets just the cancer cells. So that's why it's really ideal for kids.
I'd just like to take a moment to point out the fact that Aariz was the one who had the technical difficulty, and I'm the old person here. So, one for the old people. We got the technology figured out, but you look fine now. It's all good. So let me ask you a little bit about the organization itself and because I've been, involved, and I've seen the a Stelter family at various places where they're, selling armbands, and I get updates from time to time, but one never knows how big or how strong the organization becomes over time, and we all are we're touched in a very real way by this young man. So tell us a little bit about the Ben Stelter Foundation, and how things are going, and where you're headed. I mean, we've talked a little bit about the proton improvement. Where are you headed elsewhere, in terms of what the future holds for the Ben Stelter Foundation?
Yeah, definitely. Foundation, something I've been a part of for about a couple years now, and I think it's going great. In terms of other stuff other than proton, that's correct. We do other things as well. We're currently working on giving kids magical experiences, kids suffering from cancer. We're working on kind of lightening the mood, just kind of, how Ben had with McDavid, and, obviously seeing that huge smile on his face. We want to do that for other kids too. So we're working on that. We're working on giving these kids medical equipment that isn't covered in Canadian healthcare. So, that's a huge help for parents, and who have to often pay out of pocket for these types of treatments. And then, of course, we're also working on some research. So, of course, that includes proton therapy, I guess, can be classified under that. But we're also working on funding cancer treatments, and kind of something where we're kind of working on right now is we're funding the discovery of like spotting cancer from a blood test. If that
Wow.
makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does. Bless you both for doing the great work you're doing, and what a wonderful cause. Rheet, I'll ask you, for anybody who's tuning in right now and they are wondering if their school should or is or whatever involved, what's the best way to reach out to you?
Yeah, so if you want your school to get signed up before our deadline, which is November 17th, you can go on our website, benstelterfoundation.com/school fundraiser to sign your school up.
And then anybody who just wants to donate or be a part of it, is that the same website to go to?
Yep.
Yeah, on our website, you can find all the resources. So yeah, that's the place to visit.
Well, you know what? Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate both of your times. Best of luck to you, and bless you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There you go. Very nice young people doing great work for a wonderful cause.